Hey guys, welcome to Krusty Math. Today I'm going to be showing you how to trick trigonometry. So basically, I have this example here. You guys can get it in the description. It can help us a lot. So using KhanAcademy is also going to be in the description. Okay, so let's start. A tiny but horrible alien is standing on the top of the Eiffel Tower, which is 324 meters tall, and threatening to destroy the city of Paris. A Man in Black agent, standing at ground level, 54 meters across the Eiffel Square, aiming his laser gun at the alien. At what angle in degrees should the agent shoot his laser gun? It's going to be very handy to have a calculator with you. So let's start. Basically, we're going to write SOHCAHTOA, which is sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So we have adjacent and opposite of this angle. Adjacent and opposite is the tangent. So we're going to write down tangent of an angle. Let's call it theta or x. X is fine. There. Tangent x is equal to, we have opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 324 over 54. And a way to trick this is using the inverse tangent is equal to inverse tangent of tangent x this is basically the inverse tangent of that, which is saying that we're going to remove the tangent of -1 and the tangent, which leaves us with x is equal to, and then we'll have tangent -1, which is basically inverse tangent of 324 over 54. And what that is saying is going to find out what this angle is by using the sides. So you're gonna go and use your calculator. You're gonna put the inverse tangent of 324 over 54. No, 55, 54. So if you press this, it says 80.537,67792. Basically, that's our angle. But here in KhanAcademy, it says round your final answer to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to do that. 80.5, because this is not bigger than 5, so 80.5. And that's one correct answer. Okay, let's go to our next one. This is a tiny bit more complicated, but we can do it. Howard is designing a chair swing ride. The swing ropes are 4 meters long, you can see it right here, and in full swing they tilt in an angle of 23 degrees. Howard wants the chairs to be 3.5 meters above the ground in full swing. How tall should the pole be so the swing ride can be how Howard wants it? So we're going to need to find this side right here and add 3.5 with it. So we know that we want the adjacent and the hypotenuse of this triangle. So we can write adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse, we have it right here. It's Ka on the SOHCAHTOA. So cosine of 23 is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and adjacent is the x over the hypotenuse of 4. Now this is where the trick comes in handy. See, we have this example here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the one that has the x in front. It's the second one right here. And we'll want, this basically is showing us how to find x. So it's 5 multiplied by 10, or 10 multiplied by 5, which is 50. So it's basically 4 multiplied by cosine of 23. So if we do 4 multiplied by cosine of 23, there it is. If we press equals, 3.68201914, which if we run to the nearest hundredth, it is 3.68. But we're not yet done. We'll take the nearest hundredth of it, which is 3.68, and then add another 3.5. So basically, if we add to that 3.5, we'll get 7.1820, and so on. We want to round to the nearest hundredth, 7.18. Let's see it happen. There it is. Next question. Okay, so Bugs Bunny, from Looney Tunes obviously, was 33 meters below ground, digging his way toward Pismo Beach, when he realized he wanted to be above ground. Well, you obviously want to be above ground. He turned and dug through the dirt diagonally for 80 meters, until he was above ground. What is the angle of elevation in degrees of when Bugs Bunny climbed? So, we know the hypotenuse and the opposite side of the angle. Now the hypotenuse and the opposite side is right here. So sine of x, because we don't know what this angle is right here, this angle right here is equal to x. Excuse my handwriting. So that right there is x, and then we're gonna write is equal to hypotenuse and opposite. Obviously opposite is first, so the opposite side of this angle is 33 over hypotenuse, which is 80. And okay, so we know this. How do we find x? Well, all we do is x is equal to, no, you do not do that. You just take this, like we did here, and we know that it will simplify to x anyways. So the inverse tangent of this is equal to x. The inverse tangent if we were doing that. But we're now using the sine. So remember, don't mess up. Inverse sine of 33 divided by 80. There it is. 24.36, and so on. Now we want to do it to the nearest tenth. So the nearest tenth is 24.36, and 6 is more than 5, so it's 24.4. The people of Bridgetown wanted to build a bridge across a nearby river. Since they were poor swimmers, their master Trigonomus agreed to measure the width of the river without actually crossing it. Trigonomus spotted a tree across the river, that's right there, and marked the spot directly across from it. Then he walked to another point 10 meters down the river and found that the angle between his side of the river and the line connecting him to the tree was 40 degrees. There it is. What is the width of the river, which is right here? So we know that we want the adjacent side and the opposite one. Tangent will do the job. So tangent of the degree of 40 is equal to the opposite side of that, which is x, over the adjacent side, which is 10. Then what you do is you use the example. Once again, you can get it on the description. And what you do is use this rule. If 5 multiplied by 10 is 50, 10 is equal to 50 divided by 5, which is indeed 10. So we can do, you can use this example to figure this out. 10 multiplied by tangent of 40, 10 multiplied by tangent of 40, 8.390996312. Okay, there it is. And then what do we do? Well, you obviously have just found this, so why don't you put it in to the nearest hundredth. Now the nearest hundredth of this is 8.39 normally, and there it is. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.